I'm Kat, I'm the Impact and Advocacy Lead at Jangala. We made the research cards because we wanted to do work with people who were using the Getbox. So we wanted to understand what it meant to them, what having that internet access via the Getbox meant in their lives. I knew from previous research that if you ask most people what they do online, they will say everything. And that's because we have such a vast amount of uses for the internet. So what the cards do is they break down the different activities that we do online, and they create an opportunity for our research participants to take charge of that conversation. And I think that's super important because it shifts the power back to the research participant, to the person using the Getbox, and says, well, tell us about your life and what's important to you, and we want to learn. So each of the cards is an online activity. So we have things like shopping, music, watching video, banking, universal credit, work, health. We have all these different activities. And what this allows us to do in a kind of engagement or research situation is help people choose what they want to talk about. So sometimes we laid out the cards on a table or a floor and people would put them in order of importance, or sometimes we would give people the deck of cards and they would sort through them and they would pull out the ones that they liked doing or throw away the ones they can't do or don't want to do. Participants we worked with were quite familiar with the idea of a pack of cards, so they were quite happy kind of sorting them out or picking them up or throwing them away. And it meant that I think people relaxed and opened up to us a lot more, and we had much deeper and more meaningful conversations about internet use and about what people do online. I think I want to put them online as an open source resource because they were so helpful for the research. They changed the quality of conversation. As soon as we got them out, people responded to us differently. And there's no way we would have got such rich data if we hadn't had this tool and this technique. And I really want other people to be able to connect and understand each other's online activities. I really want people who are digitally excluded to be able to express what is important to them, and for interventions like what Jangala does with Getbox, like what other brilliant organisations do, to be built around what that user wants and needs. And I think this can be a tool for them expressing that. I think this is the kind of tool that can be adopted in lots of research areas. And I think my top tip would be just do it. We were lucky that we have talented people at Jangala who were keen to get stuck in and help us design them. But really what we did was fairly basic. We made it quickly, we printed it quickly. We didn't use expensive methods or fancy tools. We just got them out and used them. It can be a very simple community tool, and I think it's amazing what you get back from something so simple.